Hello and welcome back and welcome to 2022. I am Lucy Wheeler, founder of Lucy Legal, the legal template shop for passionate entrepreneurs. And I am so pleased that you are joining me to see this video in which I'm going to be chatting all about how to make 2022 your most successful year in business yet. Now, that isn't just a load of bluster to get you to click. It's not clickbait. I have got 3 incredible tips that you are going to need to jot down and take action on, because that is what these videos are all about. If you've watched one of my videos before, you'll know that I aim to inspire you and motivate you. So yes, I am a lawyer. I'm a UK-based solicitor, and I set up this fantastic legal template shop. But it's become much more than that. I now have a group of passionate entrepreneurs. Hopefully you're one of them if you're watching this, who are just incredibly inspiring in everything that they do, and they want more than just to get the legal elements of their business sorted. They want to lead and create a life that they love whilst delivering a service or a product that they are super passionate about as well. So if you haven't done so already, please do hit subscribe to make sure you never miss a video. So shall we get right into it then? Grab that pen and paper, because this is going to be impactful and I want you to take action. So step 1, you need to get an actionable focus. So get something that's going to help you to create action. So not just get a focus for the year, but get an actionable focus. And what I mean by that is that you don't simply set a goal of to be happier. You don't set something like to work less hours. You get really, really specific. And I don't mean do SMART. We've all done SMART goals before. This could be something that's a word. Now, we hear a lot of people talk about a word for a year, and I've never done it before. Have you? Have you set a word for the year before? I haven't, but I have this year. And the reason for this is because it's going to help me set that action, but guide me and keep me accountable. And the word that I have chosen this year is ease. I am someone who, guys, I set up a law firm last year. How insane is that? As well as having Lucy Legal, I also run my own law firm. And with that, it comes with a lot of red tape and a lot of commitment and a lot of requirements that I do, and it's a lot of responsibility, and it's not that easy. And sometimes the clients have high expectations and high demands, and they need a lot of support. And now when I am working in that business and when I'm thinking of exciting things to launch for Lucy Legal, I need to remember my keyword is ease. I want things to feel easier, and that doesn't mean I won't work smart and hard and passionate and still put the hours in, because that is something that's ingrained in me as well, which we'll touch on in another video, I think, because I feel like the business culture is something that really needs to be explored in 2022, because doing business in the same way that we did even in 2020, I mean, that was a shocker, but last year the business world has changed, and let's explore that in another video. But the thing for me is about ensuring that my values might be a shocker for you here. My core goal is not to hit 6 figures. We've already done that. We did that in Lucy Legal, and when we hit it, it was really amazing, and I was so proud. And I remember working out that we'd hit it because you hit your VAT threshold first. So it was, as soon as you hit 85,000, you have to start paying VAT. So we'd already hit that, so we knew 100 was coming, but it didn't feel how I thought it may have felt at the start of my business journey when I saw other people talking about hitting 6 figures, because it doesn't really mean anything. You don't have 100,000 plus in the bank. It just means you probably have a lot of responsibility and a lot of balls floating around. And it doesn't even mean that you've got a profitable business. You can have a much more profitable business and earn 50,000 than earning 100,000 because of the expenses you have. Because the more you have in your business, the bigger the team, the more expenses and things. And a lot of that, as I say, comes with responsibility. And so the goal for me isn't to create a business which requires a lot more work. It's to create a business which feels easy. And that extends to you as well. Something that's going to feel good for you as a client, as part of my community. I don't know if you know that when you download your legal templates from Lucy Legal, you get a portal now. You get access to a portal, you get the videos from me, and everything feels a lot easier instead of it just being a download link. And so every little thing then is going to tie into this idea of ease. Ease for me, ease for my clients, ease for my family. That is my word for the year. And therefore I can then check against that and I can say, well, hang on, if we've got these business milestones, these big goals, what are the financials going to align with that? So the first priority for me is that goal, that word ease. So if I'm saying I want to hit X milestone financially, I have to check that off against is it actually going to happen in a way that feels easy. And if it helps you, what I would suggest that you do for your goals for financials is to set a good, a better, and a best. So set 3. So set something whereby it feels challenging, and then something and then something right with a baseline that you'll be happy with, so that you can achieve things, so that you've got these different sort of things. It's not a case of I'm setting these really lofty goals all the time and then just not hitting them, and then it feels awful. So set goals that you can achieve, because isn't it nice? Isn't it nice to have a tick list and just tick things off sometimes? So hitting that good is your base level of saying, right, this is what I want, I have to get every month. And then when you hit that, you've done it. And you may change that halfway through the year. And that's something that I want you to think about this year too. I know before I've set goals or plans and I've felt so restricted by them, and then be like, I have to make this work, I have to do the plan. And actually the world changes and the plan maybe isn't that great a plan, even though it may have taken you days to set it. You don't have to stick to the plan if you don't want to. So it's about setting this framework, getting this word, and then saying, hang on, let's have a look at other milestones, that it's not just one flat figure. Similarly, can you set other goals? So as well as having the word and having the financials, the most important goal for me is my most important goal of 2022 is having time off. And that means having clear boundaries on my time and when I'm working and when I'm not. And I have got a framework and I'm really excited to be putting that in place. And it's so interesting even doing it for the first few days already and feeling how that feels. And even now, when it came to the point where I was going to film a video, I was like, oh, I can do that later. And I was thinking, no, you've planned this in, go and do it. Do the things that are really important. And this is really important to me. So as I was saying before, it's about things feeling good for you as well as part of my community. And I've got so many big ambitions for that. And I'm going to share that with you in a little bit later in the video. But let's chat now about point 2. So tip 2 for a successful 22, stop doing stuff you hate. Really? There's so much in business that we find ourselves doing that we just don't like doing. So if you don't like doing reels, don't do them. If you don't like being on YouTube, don't do it. If you don't like being on social media, don't do it. I know a few people who are running some fantastic workshops at the moment about how to bring in revenue into your business without being on social media. And if you've seen what we do, we love our social media. I absolutely love everybody that's on there. If you are on there, in fact, can you do me a favor? Can you help to share this video onto social? If you're watching now, I always feel stupid when I do this, because then I'm going to be waving and then I'm going to say, please do a boomerang. So can you do a little boomerang and share it onto social and say that you're watching and that you've watched it, if you're finding this useful. Even if you're not finding this useful, can you let me know? Because this is for you. I'm doing this, yes, because I'm passionate, because I've got a massive message to share with the world. But if you want to see something else, then please do let me know in the comments. I really, really do value what you want, and I'm here to help you. So if you could share on social, that'd be amazing. But stop doing things you hate. So if you don't want to be on social, don't. And what I was just saying then was, we chat to people on social, but I love speaking to people in emails too. So we'll regularly be chatting to people in emails. We're sending our email marketing out. And that's not just flat. That's not just send it out and we don't expect anything back. Like, I get sad if we don't get any emails back now. We do get responses, and I know that if we're not, that I'm not doing my job properly, because that's a really sacrosanct place for you. That's your mailbox. You shouldn't be disturbed there unless I've got something important to say. And again, that's a sort of an idea of the way that business is changing. So let's touch on that a little bit more now. Business at the moment for 2022 is raw and it's real. People have been through a lot, and just putting a flat lay picture of a diary and saying, what are your goals for 2022, is not going to cut it for an inspirational post. People want to know your journey. They want to know what you've been through. And crikey, it can be hard to say, to sum up, to find the words. It really can, to describe 2020 and 2021. They've been really tough. And if you are a business owner and you're still here striving to create this incredible business for you and your family, then put your hand out, put it in the air, and give yourself a pat on the back, because you are incredible. You are so incredible, and I'm so proud that you're here watching this and looking for ways to improve your business. And this moves me very quickly onto the final point of point 3. Create a business that sets your soul on fire, because otherwise, what is it about? And the best way I could just use to describe this is this legal templates business. Guys, I do like legal, but I mean, I'm not passionate about just selling templates like that. I don't love the system of selling templates. Like, that's the raw honesty of it. What I'm passionate about is helping people. That if you're watching this, you have got a dream, and maybe your dream isn't even really to run your business. Can I be as bold as to say that actually the business is the secondary thing, and it's actually just a vehicle so you can live a life you love? And if it is, that's okay, because that's kind of how it feels for me. My passion, I did not stand there in assembly when I was in sort of year 1, year 2, and when they asked me what I wanted to be when I was older, I didn't say I want to sell legal templates to people in the UK. I'll tell you another day what I actually said. It's a very funny story, but I'll tell you now. I said I wanted to be a clown. I said I wanted to be a clown in front of the whole assembly, and everyone laughed and my sisters died. And I've never forgotten it. But I guess maybe I was saying then I wanted to do something different. I wanted to break the norm. And that is what I want you to think about. I want you to think about your business not as just the 9 to 5 thing that you have to do, or the thing that you do to bring in money so that you can go and do other things. How can you make your business something you love? And so that ties in with the stop doing something you hate. And that ties in with this idea of having things that bring you back to your why and to what you want to achieve. So you want to set up a business that feels good, that allows you to have time off, that those boundaries, those kind of things, set those words, make those your goals, and let's make it happen. Let's stop saying, I'll do this when. I'll start looking after my health when my baby's a bit older, or I'll start my fitness when I've got to clear a diary, and I'll launch this when this happens, because we don't know when those things are going to happen. And the best time to do things is just to get on and do them now, to get this plan. And if you're like me and you have a million ideas, get a notebook and start shelving them. Start writing them down and start saying, this is an idea. And if it keeps coming up, then you need to start implementing it. You need to say, this idea keeps coming up for me. And whilst I can't do it now because I have to focus on these other things, it's something that's really important for me. And that's kind of how I've been wanting to do more video, because I want this connection. I want to talk to you. And this is going to be a big thing for you. I'm going to be interviewing people on this channel. I spoke about it before and called it the vodcast, and it didn't happen. And that's okay, because it's still been on my things that I want to do. But if you have anybody that you would love me to chat to, or anything you would love me to talk about, then let me know. Before you go, I must remind you about the quiz that we've got, the Lucy Legal quiz, so that if you do want to improve the legal elements of running your business, I'll pop the link below and take a look, and you'll get one of 3 fantastic legal Legal leading actors or actresses, you'll be categorized as one of those, but you'll also get legal tips that are aligned to what you need and the support that you need, so that you can run this incredible business and that this business can facilitate the lifestyle that you love. And that's really, that to me is way more exciting than just a legal template. Right, I will be back next time to chat through what went wrong in all of our launches. Yeah, I'm going to be laying everything bare on the launches and what we learned from the 3 different ways we did it. So join me next time. Please do remember to subscribe. Thank you so much for your time and thank you for watching.